from an organizational standpoint, we continue to build this as a team. We're not looking to any one player or prospect as a solution. Looking forward to continuing our development this year and filtering in some younger players into the NHL roster this year. I think we've made some very positive progress, but still a lot of work to be done. Just quick recap on prospect camp up in Minnesota. Thought the players played very well. Really promising performances from kind of the prospects that have been here a while, the prospects that are new to the organization. So really happy with that, and thought it was a great build on the camaraderie we built in development camp back in July. From an NHL standpoint, we're looking forward to having Luke start his second full year with the Blackhawks to continue the work on the foundational progress he made last year, building on our systems, culture, style of play. So looking forward to Luke having his second full training camp under his belt as we move forward here. We think training camp's going to be really exciting. There's a lot of jobs up for grabs, a lot of players to battle out for them and trying to earn a spot on the opening day roster. We'll have a good mix of youth and veterans, so it'll be really important for our development to have those two come together as we enter the season. We added a lot of veterans to go with the veterans we already had in the fold to start through last season, but from a leadership and a former leadership perspective, we're not going to have a captain this year. We'll have a group of assistants, which we will determine and announce later in training camp. As I said, I think we've added a lot of experienced leaders, but we're looking for the collective to find that leadership capability and not just the players that will end up wearing letters on their sweater. We're looking for everyone to step up and as we enter the year. So really excited to be back. Happy to have everyone back covering the team and open any questions you might have.
With Connor, we got to get a glimpse of what
Yep.
he could possibly do here this past weekend, and just your thoughts on what he was able to do in that one game, and how do you kind of manage expectations where he plays, minutes, points, everything this year?
It was a great. He obviously just played one game, but fantastic performance. I think he obviously led the team in shots and goals, and you saw that offensive hockey sense, that shot, that scoring ability that he was touted with heading into his draft, and so really excited for him to get going, assimilate into the group, and as far as minutes and usage and all that, we'll figure that out once we get going in camp and get into the season, and we'll let him and his play do the talking, and I'm sure the expectations are something he's been followed with for a long time, and I'm sure he'll handle just fine.
With Kevin Korchinski, obviously his play in camp and preseason are going to dictate where he goes, but philosophically speaking, does he have anything left to learn at the juniors? The fact that he can't go to Rockford affect your decision on him in any way?
I don't know if it affects our decision. I think there's always something to learn and some things for them to focus on, whether they excel at a level or not. That'll be if it does come to pass that he finds himself back in junior, then it'll be on our development staff and on him to make sure he's working on the right things and making sure he's staying on top of good pro habits. That's all part of development, and but he's going to be we'll watch him closely in camp and the preseason and see what's best for him early on and throughout the season, and we'll just kind of take that as it comes.
Are you comfortable with a guy like that learning in the NHL at a young age?
If we feel he's ready, yeah. If we don't feel he's ready and it's going to be detrimental to his development to be here, then he won't be here. But we're going to let him figure that out and let him decide where we think is best. But there's different ways of placing a player in the lineup and out of the lineup. Good teaching moments here in the NHL that we can capitalize on. But like you said, there's no AHL option for him this year, and so we'll kind of determine that on a running basis where is best for him.
This was one game with Connor and prospect. What did you learn or have confirmed about his shot, specifically or shot selection?
Well, it's an elite shot. It's, he loves to use it. I don't think we learned or confirmed anything there. That was fairly well documented, and it was nice to see him get on the board. I'm sure it was a relief for him to produce a little bit as well and just get back on the ice and play. And so, but any young player, I'm sure there's going to be a running effort to prove himself and to justify the interest and the expectation there. But we're not going to put any pressure on him. We'll just let him figure that out and let him figure out the NHL level as we go.
What went into the decision to not have any specific captain, and I guess what's the longer term plan for that position?
The only plan right now is to sort of just let it breathe for a year. We came off such a successful tenure with Jonathan that a little bit of it is just out of respect for Jonathan to not fill that spot right away, and the other part is not to put that pressure on someone else when you're coming out of a period of such call it greatness, right? And you want the next person to be in a position to succeed, and there's no requirement to have a captain, and so we just felt that it was best to push that decision a little bit. We'll let the chips fall where they may over the next year. We'll see who emerges, see what the best option is, and decide next year if it's appropriate to name someone. We'll take that as it comes.
With Korchinski